Now, before we get into the list, please do take note that I am not including collaborations in the sneakers list. Obviously, there are really good collaboration sneakers from the Nike Sakai's and all the other out there, but we will not include them in this list. The ones included in this list are only the general release new silhouettes, which we will cover in a bit. Now, when it comes to the best new silhouette or new Nike sneaker for 2019, again, please do take note that it's based on my personal experience, my personal wear, as well as my subjective taste for sneakers. And it boils down really to two silhouettes. You have the Nike Presto React. I actually have it in two colorways over here. I forgot the actual names, but this one is in blue and white, and this one is in black and red. I've been wearing them for quite a while now, especially the black and red, as you can see there at the bottom. Now, another close challenger, of course, is the Nike Air Max 270 React, which we have over here. This is the one with the transparent upper, while this is the OG colorway which came out, which is the Bauhaus colorway of the Nike Presto React. So it really boils down to these two sneakers. Which of the two is the better buy? Which of the two is the better shoe for you to wear and to invest in? Now, let's talk about them one by one. First, let's talk about the Nike Air Max 270 React. The great thing about this particular sneaker is that it follows the trend of the color and the style. You have that bold 90s color. You have different textures, from the synthetic suede to the mesh to the transparent material to this particular sneaker to the colors that are really in season, from the oranges to the light blues, everything that you would want again in a trendy hip sneaker today, the Nike Air Max 270 React brings to the table. However, the cons, there are a couple. So for example, the Bauhaus, like I mentioned in my review, there is a tendency for the felt or suede material to bleed into the whites. There is also the issue of the comfort. The transition between the air bubble to the React technology in the middle is not as smooth and as seamless as you would want it to be. And again, lastly, it is trendy, it is hip, so it might not be as stylish and in anymore 2-3 years down the road, or maybe even just a year from now. That's the problem with sneakers that are really built on hype and the current trend. They are not as timeless as you would want them to be. Now we have the Nike Presto React, and the good things about this one is that, number one, the design is actually kind of timeless because of the color blocking and the simpler silhouette. You just have blue and white. I mean, that's it. So at the end of the day, it is a sneaker that you can probably wear a year from now, 2 years from now, especially if you get the more tamer colors such as this one. And to top it all off, you have the React technology over here, which is a massive upgrade in terms of comfort and overall cushioning. By the way, I would suggest that if you do decide to pick one up, either the Nike Air Max 270 React or the Presto React, that you consider going half a size up. I went true to size on these two pairs over here, the Bauhaus and the black and red, and my initial review of both sneakers weren't as kind. I finally realized after buying these two sneakers that came after, the blue and white and this particular colorway, I went half a size up, that they were far more comfortable with more space and a wider base. So with these two sneakers, I'm kind of happier. The other two sneakers that were true to size, not so happy. Please make sure to fit it in the store before you cop. Do not just blind buy, because the fit on these two sneakers is important to nail down before you bring them home. So if I were to pick between the Nike Presto React and the Nike Air Max 270 React, in terms of investment, in terms of your peso per wear, the overall worth and value, I would really have to go with the Nike Presto React, because I just think that if you buy this today, you can still wear it like a year, 2 years from now without thinking that it is out of style. And apart from that, the overall comfort is superior compared to the Air Max 270 React, because again, the seamlessness transition between the air bubble and the React really isn't there yet, while the consistency of the React of the entire shoe on this one is something that you can easily get used to. But the great news is that if you want to go with the Presto React, or if you want to go with the React 270, there are a ton of colorways being released right now. So ultimately, it just boils down to your personal preference on what color and what style of the two sneakers you guys want to pick up. They both sell, I think, for a little over 7,000. I forgot the price range, but they should be around that price point, and you should be able to cop them at that, well, level. Also take note that given the multitude of units and colorways coming out of both sneakers, I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing them on discount and maybe even the outlet, just like how we saw the 720s. So if you are not that impatient and you can wait it out, I think the ultimate best buy is to be able to cop a Presto React at the outlet at a cheaper price at a colorway that you can wear for several years ahead. I think that's like the ultimate value proposition that you can get with the new silhouettes of Nike. So what do you guys think? Which one of the two is something that you would want to have? Which of the two would you consider to be the best? The Nike Presto React or the Nike Air Max 273 React? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now for the worst sneaker, we also have two shoes to pick from. I'll talk about the first one and then we'll do an unboxing of the second one because it's still in the box and I actually haven't featured it yet on the channel. We have the Nike Joyride, and this one was marketed as a running sneaker, but I really feel that it's better as a lifestyle sneaker. And there are so many videos about this. I also did a review on it, so if you haven't watched it yet, I'll put the link down below. But the key important things that you should know is that one, they use a different kind of technology called the Joyride, which is composed of thousands of beads in the midsole that shift and conform to the shape of your foot as you are running and walking in them. Now, while it originally advertised as a performance sneaker, while I did wear them, I really felt that, wow, it is a novel experience. It is a new experience. It does get some taking used to, but if you are looking for something different, something novel, something unique, you might want to check this one out. But again, at the price point of 8,500, there are just really so many other better shoes to pick from. So that's the first sneaker which I'm considering to be as their worst sneaker for 2019. Now the next sneaker is this one. This is the Nike Dimension 6 Signal. So if you pop the box open, this is what the sneaker looks like. I actually was considering buying this so many times. Every time I would pass by for it on a Nike store in Titan and in different shops here in the Philippines. However, I always held myself back, mainly because I felt that it would be too tight and they only had it in size 12 and I thought that I needed a size bigger. Now, fortunately, one of my colleagues from work, Mabi, was in Australia and I was able to ask her to buy me a size 13, and here we have it. This is the Nike Dimension Signal. Now, I've been wearing it for a few days now, and yeah, between the two, this is easily the worst sneaker of Nike for 2019 in my humble opinion. And why do I say that? It really boils down to the balance and the stability of the shoe, because this has the worst balance and stability of a sneaker that I've ever worn on feet. And I think it has a lot to do with how they did the midsole. You have this plastic shank over here, which is in the middle that, I don't know, it's supposed to stabilize the experience of the foam, but it does the complete opposite. I always felt that my ankles were rolling either inward or sidewards. It really just was a crazy, uncomfortable, unstable sneaker to wear. I mean, I would find myself almost tripping on this one every time I would wear it. So that's the major con for me, which is kind of sad because the foam is actually very good on feet. The cushioning, you can feel it. The design, I kind of like the bold colors, the different textures, the transparent mesh with the upper. I mean, it's a nice looking sneaker. It's a different kind of sneaker, and the fact that Nike continually pushes themselves to create new silhouettes is really laudable and amazing. But the problem is, this one just doesn't really work for my feet. I mean, I find it uncomfortable, unstable, and yeah, really not too happy with this one, guys. So if I were to pick between the two of the worst Nike sneakers so far for 2019, it wouldn't even be the Joyride, because the Joyride I can get behind. It takes some getting used to. There's a break-in period, but after that, it's okay. This one though, I don't see it getting any better for me. So this one, for me, worst sneaker of Nike so far for 2019. How about you guys? Let me know down below in the comment section what you consider to be the worst new sneaker of Nike for 2019. I'd love to hear from you. Is it the Dimension 6 Signal? Is it another sneaker? Comment section down below. Let me know. By the way, honorable mention, I just felt that it's worth noting to applaud Nike as well for their attempts of making self-lacing sneakers, of course, like the BB Adapt. And they also recently released the Huarache self-lacing sneakers. They haven't released yet locally in the Philippines, but hopefully they should release very soon. I couldn't include it in the absolute best new sneakers because, number one, I just felt that they were super expensive at 20,000 pesos and not a lot of people can afford them. But again, I just want to recognize the innovation innovation that they are putting forward with their products, especially, I mean, take a look at all of the different technologies that we've seen in just the last few minutes. You have the Joyride with the thousands of beads. You have the self-lacing technology that we have here with the BB Adapt. You have the React Presto. You have the React and the Air combined in one unit. I just find it applaudable that we have a company like Nike pushing their limits and pushing the boundaries of what they can create. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed our vlog for today. Please do hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, join our Facebook community, and then join our giveaways as well. That's it for now. Peace, God bless, what's up? Boom. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do so. We are giving away a bunch of amazing gadgets, including a brand new Nintendo Switch, Samsung Galaxy A50, and a bunch of other stuff. So make sure that you're subscribed, follow me on IG, join our Facebook community, and then click the links down below for the rest of the mechanics. Good luck!